thing is, I understand that like we want to know what Spaces is doing with the money. My concern is if we get those answers, A, do you think you're going to like them? And if you don't like them, what's going to happen next? And B, something that really concerned me is what the VP of Finance just mentioned. He was like, oh, well, if we feel as an AS council that there needs to be less than what they're getting paid and more in this program, who are we to say that if you can't even name a program Spaces does? If you don't know how they operate, these people have been here. Some people are still involved in Spaces that have created the pulse referendum. These people have put years of research into what they're doing and into their position. So who are we to say, like they cannot say for our budget, if, you know, I'm AVP of Academic Affairs, hey, maybe you should put more into Dine with a Pop instead of US grants. How are they to tell me if they don't know how it operates?
Melissa? Okay, like, honestly, we talk about like questions, and questions are great, questions are really, 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 really great, and you need to have an answer. However, just like Desiree said, what are you going to do when you find out the information? Are you going to change the line items? Are you, it's just, yeah. Honestly, like, they've been working on this budget since before, you know, last year, and not only that, it's just like, you know, since the post-referendum, these people know what they are doing. They are the experts in this situation. So why are we going to try and tell them what to do? The $300,000 that's being mentioned, I'm pretty sure you're talking about the money that came from the Chancellor's office. That's how it got there. That's what it is. She promised that. That has really nothing to do with AS. So that's that $300,000. And on top of that, a lot of this money is going to be used to fund overnights. The overnight programs, as of right now, had previously only included the Black Student Union, but now we're going to include MECHA, HAPSA, KP, NSA, NASA, I'm sorry. More of the core orgs are coming to Spaces with these ideas, and we've given them the option since BSG spearheaded it last year. So a lot of that is kind of tentative, like who can, like how we can make this work for this coming year and everything. So that's kind of where some of this money is going. So I'm not sure like what else people need to know and what you are going to do with this information once you find it out. Like it's honestly, I don't know, you can change stuff up, but really like that would be, I feel like a bad decision because they are the experts in this situation. And also on the second point, how does this compare in the way that other like SSC is approved for their budget and everything? And why are we looking so closely at what Spaces does? If anyone wants to answer that question.
So I know the SSC is slightly different than Spaces because in our charter it says we just have to get our budget approved by VP Finance and the President. And in Spaces it says VP Finance and the President have to get it approved by AS Council. So that is a difference. And I know I went through this process speaking with Andrew mostly over the summer trying to get SSC budget approved for the school year, and it took a long time. And I just don't want to see the same thing happen to the Spaces budget. I know it seems shady that they're operating without an officially approved budget, but I think it's shady that their budget hasn't been officially approved a couple months into the school year. For all the Spaces directors to say, oh, we don't have an approved budget, let's just not do the great work that we've been doing, that wouldn't make any sense. Like, I would have a much bigger problem with that than saying, oh, they're working without an officially sanctioned budget.
Kevin?
Okay, so for me personally, just to address the whole thing about passing and then asking questions later, I just wouldn't feel comfortable not having that knowledge and then passing it. It's just like I don't think we as a council can do anything, can shift any money around, and I totally understand that. But it's just more for the sake of knowing that these funds are being used for something in general. Like whether it be one thing or another, that's not our place to say. But just so that we know that they're going to a program or to anything that Spaces is doing. And then secondly, I feel like by asking these questions prior to the budget being passed, it may bring into light questions that maybe they haven't considered yet, or maybe things like that, just so that future problems can be handled now as opposed to being dealt with later. Because I mean, with our own budget, like by a fellow senator asking one question, like we totally like had to revamp our budget, and I just don't want that to happen. Just in case there's something in like one of these questions that could bring into light one of those kinds of things. And then lastly, is there any way that we can get a director or someone that knows about this information here tonight, so that maybe we can just postpone this for later and then talk about it later, or like tonight and get it passed tonight as opposed to doing it later? I'll yield to whoever can answer.
Nobody is coming. And on top of that, we had DOD last Friday. I was there because I said I was there. But nobody else was there. Good question. Just me.
We'll talk. Okay, so I feel like we're frankly wasting a little bit of time here. Last week, the again spaces of co-directors and co-coordinators came to AS, and I don't know if you all know this, but they actually described every single one of their programs to us, and we actually skipped a few slides for time purposes. And when they actually asked for more time, we initially voted to not extend it. So I don't know what that says about knowing more. But then also, we have had the budget to look at it, and I know since DOD meeting on week 2, literally the first meeting, I was shown the budget. So, and that's when my questions started, and I worked out a lot with a few of the directors, and this is a product of conversation that has already occurred, and I don't understand why people didn't ask their questions initially. In addition to that, if we wanted to shift things around and kind of mess with line items, then really there wouldn't be a spaces. We would be able to do their work. We should do their work if that was the case, and they should be entirely incorporated with us in every meeting. We should be doing everything with them. But that's not the case. Students voted specifically talking about respecting the will of students, they voted on this money to go specifically to spaces, and for this board and these co-coordinators to work on properly allocating that money. So, if students didn't say that, I would totally be for AS managing all of these things. But I think we really have to step back a little bit and realize that, we're playing kind of a protective father role right now. That's really just a big turn off and not very empowering to students who A, voted in these elections to pass the referendum, and B, these students who are working their asses off night and day to get students to come to school. So I understand their questions. I hear that. I'm just questioning why they were not asked earlier, and letting everyone know that we are, as a result, jeopardizing their future for this year. And I want to end with a straw poll. Who right now is actually still in favor of delaying their needs and tabling it?
Okay, so, here's my thing. Why are we even looking over spaces if it's none of our business? That's one point of confusion for me. I'm confused. Secondly, I think it is okay to ask questions. I'm sorry that none of us can go to all the BOD meetings. I would have been there if I could have made it. I didn't see anything going over the listserv about Space's budget in the first, in the second week. I'm not pointing anything out, but no wonder we're uninformed. A lot of us are. I only know about it because I kind of, eavesdropped on the conversation from my office. Ooh, great. So, I think it's okay to ask questions. I think that's a flaw in a lot of AS councils is that they don't. So I don't think we should, be, bad about that. My only concern is the carry forward with spaces, but I'm not trying to, reallocate or anything. I just kind of want to know where it's from. I'm pretty good friends with both of the directors of spaces, and I'm kind of also confused as to why they're not here. I overheard that they were going to come on Wednesday. Today on Monday. So I'm confused. I think that it's great that we have questions. That shows that we're actually an active council. So I don't know what point I'm trying to prove, but I just had to talk about something else besides media.
Okay, so sorry I've been running around. We're trying to figure out a way to satisfy both. So one is that with all the questions, email it to me